Father, of course, he guided us also really doing a lot of things then that we missed. When I the district youth chairman, we have to know less than possible to Mr. Sir Ofala. You welcome, sir. Thank you. So now we know that this CBC really has to stay and mostly. And moving forward, we won't forget a welcome statement. You know, any sense of power you need, if they're not welcome, you want to you, they will hold you accountable for that today. But a fine for being a welcome, so we will feel free whatsoever thing we will do. So I will call on the youth leader for the forum, men come give me the welcome address leaders and the hosting at this district as well.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of UIC, Community Youth Council, I want to say welcome all and feel free, feel at home. We intentionally will use this opportunity for answer this emergency call. I want to say, want to relax, sit up straight, tighten up your systems, and stay peaceful and relax. God bless you all. Thank you.
Alright. Thank you very much, our for joining us, Chairman. And may we feel free and may we forget the interactive session and obviously we all will learn here so a lot. When we won't forget a brief purpose of the meeting or about the project, the reason why we gather so today. If we gather here so today, about the party and something most people we all gather so. So if we there, I want to call on the acting country president for GYC, make it can be the purpose of this meeting as well.
The acting country presentation. We are here today for one thing. We are to talk on the Global Youth Consortium Against FGM, the project we implement. And this project will start on the 6th of February. But the project like a campaign, right? This campaign by right will start on the 25th of November and end 10th of December because now it's 16 days of activism campaign. I hope everybody are aware of the 16 days of activism. The 16 days of activism
follow we raise awareness on gender issues then. The issues the way they affect women in graphic in there. We don't find out Sierra Leone. Now, one part of the country is the way women in graphic they face issues of gender, especially FGM. So now that make the Global Youth Consortium Against FGM, they launch this campaign. Like I say, it will start on the 25th of November and end the 10th of December. But because of other office duties, documentation, will not be able to mix up to that date. So we end up for push the date to the 6th of February. But as I talk, other documentation, planning not been go down, other things that they hope for are not been done well. So like we end up for push the thing to the 19th of this month. Of course, yesterday we come, we meet with the power chief, we meet with other key stakeholders that we introduce themselves, say within the district for launch this campaign, for people raise awareness on this gender-related issue, more especially on the FGM. So now that makes today, we get a lot of young people there. Now we all see them, we dialogue, we discuss on the issues there, we share knowledge on issues the way they affect women and girl people. And FGM, now one of the key gender issues the way they affect women and girl people. You know they only happen at salon, but they happen all over the world. Now I make this project, you know they only happen at salon, but it happen almost about 2 parts of West African countries then. GYC, now the leading organization who implement this project. But we get technical support from UNFPA. The mandate for UNFPA, now for me to provide the technical support, assistance, whatever doubt we get, whatever assistance we need come to UNFPA, ask and say, this, now without, we want to come in and help you. But the leading team for this project, now Global Youth Consortium Against FGM, now we implement this project. Now we didn't have today. We don't care yesterday, we continue today. We will active Wednesday. Today we get today we get orientation meeting with now. Tomorrow we continue with the school outreach program. Then next tomorrow Wednesday we get intergenerational dialogue with stakeholders then at the district. We we dialogue, we bring out issues, we all discuss, we come out solutions to this problem where they affect we young people in the country. So I really welcome Una, and I really appreciate Una time. Una take for come and attend this program. More so like the youth people, like the youth leader from Nimiko, the youth leader from Tankoro, the youth leader from Nimiama, and more especially the district youth chairperson. For all meet and say, because it get interest on young people. Because for let's just meet people that just can't attend social program, it can be very, very, very difficult. Most people can get other things they can do. But because we want to say young people can get a platform where they will talk on the issues that really disturb them, we call them. When I all come today, when I give you time, when I ready for give, when I concern issues, things that really disturb. So I really welcome you once more. Thanks very much.
From different people in the today, from their beliefs, we also will get a talk on, we will get a discussion surrounding that. But we get with Daddy and we missed, we will open the floor for you. And the topic we get for talk on the mandate of the political representative in ensuring effective law reinforcement, especially FGM. So they can give you some knowledge. And our assurance, if we listen keenly, and most of you can also work out to notepad them so that we will be able to take jottings or whatsoever thing where then they say at today. And if only we pay attention to within my mentor they can say, trust me, you will learn something. No time, no the way this man will up for talk, we know go learn something from him. So now your opportunity for which they be as young people learn, for come listen to a mentor, to a possible way they touch life. Maybe we don't talk to the way you go be inspired by within and within them in the can talk. And I also want to encourage you, make we not just be passive listeners or passive hearers, just wait and talk and move, come on and don't forget. So then they say short note is better than long memory. So fine, you count pen, paper, maybe we able to jot down whatsoever thing where they say, and that they will serve as a memory. Anytime open, I will say, oh, this now one time mentor, every talk on that. So without much ado or without wasting time, I want to make we put two hands together as I call out the district father, the youth leader of our time, Mr. Saifala, as they can give his statement.
And I also want to join hands with the previous speakers. Welcome all to come on, and also to the youth parliament. It's important that we get this kind of August session for discuss around a critical issue where not just as a very thing for discuss, but we therefore also be very conscious as we discuss around. Before I start to dwell on the issue of FGM, I also want to guide the youth the mood and then for know the structures where also they bind them. And I believe say, when I know say we get three structures. We get the Ministry of Youth Affairs, the National Youth Commission, and the National Youth Service. The Ministry of Youth Affairs na policy makers. And then they make the policies. The National Youth Commission, they implement them policies. And then in the case where sometimes you're in university, probably you don't learn a very good book, but they also need for inculcating you or teach you the issue of voluntarism. So when you go to the National Youth Service, then they will teach you to COP level, where you come out as somebody where for the patriotic and for the nationalistic. Moving forward, we then have to discuss on something we got to do, more so on youth, the FGM. The FGM is a tradition in Sierra Leone. FGM is commonly in saying female genital mutilation, not so. And what we understand about them, and that in a culture where they train a girl to a woman. What do I mean? A lot of things then the way you go for land, where you go for go and shop, you go through this culture. But one or two things that we don't do, what they happen, were also when they're outside the culture. And now then thing that day we come for discuss now. Then thing that we will make the culture not get any hindrance on anybody in life, we not go delay anybody in future, and we not go ensure somebody bad the IB because I belong to the culture. But more so, I see the topic of discussion as the mandate of the political representatives in ensuring effective laws, reformation, reinforcement, especially within the FGM. Waiting we want for make una understand. Every representative, when a leader, they lead on the basis of platforms. Waiting we mean platforms. In a sense, we are not for come with any bad law for people. And now that make we still don't put hand for make we see how we can discuss around, then think the way that the negative aspects of the FGM. If you look at them at the 2 points, the people will not get initiated into this societal business, they also can get intimidation from them while we don't go. Sometimes when I go now exercise, now you the last words. That's now some of the inhuman way than that way we be think say it's not correct. But again, you we don't go there, you get a lot of things the way you believe say you don't learn, and it gets for also impact your life. So we get stories across the whole world. We get touching stories. But me, I just want to admonish we all now say, the national laws of this country mandate FGM for be practiced with consent. What do you mean? The age for B, 18 years and above. Not so? And if you do any underage initiation, the law will take in course. But we also get people where, now Master Sabi people them, where they handle this issue. And they know they work outside with leaders then they work side by side. Our leaders are well in depth into this thing, and we also know to say, we know to support due processes, international policies. Now, we're here with Global Youth Consortium. Global Youth Consortium is not alone into this thing. And this business of talking about FGM, not until today we don't begin the talk about it. And there will come a time where I believe, say, we will get the reduction of the negative impact of FGM and enjoy the positive aspect of it. So once more, if we as leaders for protect this issue of culture, we go protect them within the convict of the law. We go protect them within the process where we get consent. We go protect them where we don't understand, say, you not get for do anything bad with you, you not get for do anything bad with me. And then I go join hands for also telling us, say, we get line ministries then, where they say they inside for due protection. We get the social welfare in case of anything, then can talk better. But sometime by Wednesday, we will also try to see how we will bring them come on board. Let them also put more policy-based knowledge inside we, and then make them also guide the misconceptions. What do I mean misconceptions? Then think that the way some people don't understand, they ask, but then go on for pass on the wrong message. And then we will also guide the security aspect of this FGM. So once more, una welcome. Feel free to discuss around, and I believe say not to secret society we come, but we come for discuss around the negative impact of FGM. Lord will come out with the relevant information the way the leaders themselves will take, will stand by we, and then make we also ensure say we give
before that with your consent. If you're willing, then you will go into the business. If you're not willing, then you will have so that Milan.
Thank you very much. Would everyone for sharing that from the chair? Yes, sir. Yeah.
according to Chair, I would say the discussion will be around the negative impacts of FGM.
Okay, and that's so it's even again. The woman that we're talking about, not to Mali, so it's not a movement, yeah.
I love for myself because we saw them go outside. For go was the one who not train, the one who didn't train. Now it threats to the one who not train. Because what they do was, they disperse them first, after they don't know was, we then back up.
In other words, they discriminate them not so. Okay, good. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I also learned say this is not a culture. Prior to this time, yeah, with mama them or with grandparents them, they put me into this culture for make we go learn, because by then maybe you go there in that teenage stage, they don't know how you for going you home in the future. So like this is not a culture we are in. And therefore, make you as a girl picking wherein you go into this culture, you go learn it more, so you go know how to take care of your home and take care of your kingdom. So they can that learn.
Alright, so FGM culture. So this now two man on top, two man on top. So they drop us.